And now, Melissa, before we get another thing, Melissa McCarthy must be riding high. Because, no, because you just got your own star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Crazy, yeah.
Yes. And it's not messy or anything. You get to stand, you know...
I know. I was wondering, like, who's the first person that's going to do something on it?
Are you in that part of town? Down an alley. Just off it. But you got to make a speech and everything.
Yeah, I had to make a speech, and Paul Feig, who directed our movie, made a speech, and my husband... My dad was not there, shockingly, because he was de-weeding the lake.
Busy.
That weed was out of control.
I know, he's a big fisherman, and he was like, it's my week. I gotta de-weed the lake. I was like, I'm probably not gonna get another one of these. He's like, I know, but the weeds. It's just shocking. He's usually like he's like embarrassingly supportive. Like, it's too much.
Yeah, he sounds it.
The weeds.
I know, that's the only time he hasn't shown up for something, so.
Melissa, what is the story when you and Bridesmaids and a dolphin?
Oh, well, first of all, that makes it also sound real, like I got into it with a dolphin. Oh, God, it was in the audition, and part of it ended up in the movie. When I went in, Kristen Wiig and I were improvising, or we were reading a scene, and I've known her for forever, and the scene was about me falling off a cruise ship. And because I'd known her so long, I kind of forgot about it being an audition, and I was perhaps a little too comfy, and she was like... So we started improvising, and I may have told, like, an 8-minute story about having a sexual encounter with a dolphin. And I talked about, like, fin play. And it went on for a really long time, and I feel like I went into some kind of weird blackout, and all of a sudden I realized, like, oh my God, there's people sitting in chairs 2 feet from me, literally judging me. And that's what I decided to, like, dazzle them with. And I left, and I was like, the whole way home, I was like, you gotta get weird. You always have to get weird. And you're talking about screwing a dolphin. And I got really specific. And it was just awful. And then when I actually got the part, I was like, are you calling the right person? Like, I was so confused. I thought for sure they'd never speak to me again. God.
So these headshots, before we show them, how did these headshots happen?
First of all, I don't know how you got them, because I literally thought I had the only 2 hard copies. And when you sent them to me, I was like, dear God, they're out there. I had just moved to LA. I'd only done theater in New York for a very long time. And I got my first commercial agent, which was like above a sandwich shop. It was very jinky. So he told me that I had to get character shots, and it's usually, I always found them silly, because it's like, do you really, if you're gonna play a cop, do you really need to see a picture of someone like in a cop jacket? But I'd been working at the Groundlings Theater, and I was doing this weird character of this woman who like gave out cheese samples in a grocery store, and I was like, I'll do Carol. So I did like 2 weird characters that like no one is ever going to hire these women.
Who's the first one? The first one here.
Oh God.
Who's... That's your headshot. It's your headshot.
That's what you look like when you've had sex with a dolphin.
Yeah, I am 26 in that picture, and I thought it was a great idea to put on a gray snarled wig and old lady glasses. I'm like, sure, who wouldn't hire her?
Well, I think people might hire her before this next woman.
I'm in like a full sweat.
Oh my God.
That is from Western Barbie. I took her hat, and I took her...
That's a hat!
That's a hat. So it's a cowboy hat from Barbie.
I thought it was like a bit of ravioli in your head. It's like, I didn't know what it was.
It's a tiny cowboy hat on elastic.
Oh, dear. So, obviously, all friends now, but Kristen and Melissa, we knew that you knew each other, because, of course, Bridesmaids, famously.
Even before that,
yeah.
Before then.
Yeah.
We go way back to the Groundlings Theater. Like, Kristen was at my wedding. It was like we go way back.
Years and years before Bridesmaids.
100 years back.
Yeah, 100 years. In the land before Bridesmaids. But on Bridesmaids, you did do a lot of kind of proper bonding on Bridesmaids. Didn't you like party nights and stuff?
We did a pre.
was a pre.
My co-writer Annie and I had the idea to get all the girls together, plus the script supervisor, wardrobe, just all like the women on the film to bond.
40.
There were a lot of people.
40 women.
Well, yeah.
It was pitched to me as research because initially there was a scene where we went to a gentleman's entertainment parlor.
A strip club.
Or a guy's strip
club.
Oh, a guy's strip club.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So we got a party bus with a lot of alcohol.
We had like a lot of booze, weird poles, which I was
There
always
were
like, is that
poles
to
in
hang
the-
on
Oh,
or
did
dance?
it have the disco lights in the bus?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, and then we went to a strip club, and we watched the show.
They did vignettes.
They did vignettes.
Which
It was
there was like
not-
backdraft.
Yeah,
and, like,
it wasn't that-
They would all come out and like fireman stuff, and then it was like, bang, like everything had the same theme and everything involved. It seemed like every number had a duster. Like everything had a long trench coat to the
A
floor.
lot of equipment.
But they did do. Do you remember the Matrix?
The Matrix one, yes.
Somebody was playing Neo, wonderfully. And, there was a lot of long trenches and guys in suits, and everybody had these very cheap glasses on. But I couldn't figure out. One guy had a huge, thick rope around his waist, and I was like, I have not seen The Matrix in a while. I couldn't figure out. Do you remember? We were all like, what's the rope about? I don't remember a rope in The Matrix. And they're like doing these synchronized dancing. And it's like all this clothes is coming off. And we're like, put it on. And it went on and on. I'm so like, I don't get what the rope is about. And then the big move comes where, you know, the bullets come and he does like the back bend. Clearly, this professional dancer could not do a back bend. So the big move was like, all of a sudden, it's like, ooh, and somebody off stage is clearly holding the rope. And then he, not like a Danny Shrek, he rope, held this guy up as he was like, go! That was like a stand-up moment.
A lot of themes.
A lot of themes, guys.
Yeah. Ghostbusters, directed by Paul Feig, who also directed Bridesmaids. Yeah, very good. And indeed Spied.
And Spy in
as
the
well.
Heat.
Why
Yeah.
does he look so surprised in that picture? Did they surprise him?
Paul, he's surprised.
Now, it's always a challenge when you kind of dare to touch a kind of fan favourite. But it's fair to say, when you guys announced there was going to be this female reboot of Ghostbusters, there was like Nerd-ageddon. I mean...
Oh my God, that's the perfect word.
Nerd-ageddon?
It's the
Oh, I
best.
love that.
That's a perfect
but it's true.
I've
Like
never
there was a
heard that.
meltdown in Nerdland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fellas all across the world in their mother's basements rose up. It was really.
But you said a funny thing. You're like, it's like they announced they cast it with animals. They weren't even gonna have human beings
Like,
in the movie.
it was also like the announcement came out and it's like, we're going to burn every version of the original two, never to be seen again. Like, it was like, well, it's not an either-or thing, guys. It's all still remaining.
It's a film about funny people fighting ghosts. You know, let's...
It's a movie. It's a movie, people.
And I think when people see it, they'll be won over because they'll enjoy it. It's funny.
Yeah.
And so in this world, who are you all? How do you become Ghostbusters?
Well, I mean, do you want to take that? We're she's a physicist, and she's a physicist, and I'm a physicist.
I work for the train.
We kind of lose our job. I published a book. Kristen loses her tenure at a university. Kate and I are working at a terrible university. They also throw us out, so we're kind of forced to say there are these problems in the world, and maybe somebody needs our help.
And of course, another addition to the cast, our good friend Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. I mean,
Now, I think I've got a picture of Chris Hemsworth. Do
is he crying?
I do, yes.
That's just him coming out of the trailer.
It's him coming out of the trailer.
It's too much.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I just, at a certain point, I thought, I have never rooted for someone maybe to be just an unbelievable jerk.
Yeah.
I just needed something to be wrong with him.
And there was
Nothing.
nothing.
No, and also
with
for the
him.
four of you, it must be annoying because you got to think, oh, we're very funny, and here's this hunk. He's annoyingly funny.
He's hilarious.
It was weird.
We were like, did you bring writers or something? It's like, he was killing it. Like, killing
It was
it.
funny, like a guy that had to fight his way off the playground his
Yeah.
whole life, and he had to be funny so he didn't get his ass kicked.
Seriously, that's how funny he was.
It was very strange. And at one point he started, I don't know, we were talking about music, and playing something, and I said, "What song are you talking about?" And he started singing, and I did not mean to, but it was deep and guttural. I was like, "You shut up! You shut up, Chris!" Because it also, like, he started to sound like a songbird, and I was like, "You can't have another thing. Just be quiet. I don't tell people to shut up, but I was like, you shut up, because if you're also able to." And I said, "Can you sing?" And he's like, "Well, I can carry a tune." I was like, "You shut up." Let's just never find out. It's something, I'm going to pretend you're a terrible singer so I know you're human.
I bet he doesn't even have boogers. I bet it's just a hollow tube. It's a hollow tube.
Or if he does have boogers, they taste like cornflakes.
I'm gonna say that
Crispy like that, too.
Yeah. Sweet, guys.
Like Frosted Flakes.
Oh, my God.
He's hot, man.
Can I just say, I think we spent too long now. This is wrong.
No.
You can't spend
He's
this long
amazing.
discussing someone on a show.
We were sad when he left. He got a cake. It was a lot. Yeah.
And he didn't get fat.
See, as he was eating cake, he got more chiseled. He got a little bit tanner. But weirdly, I didn't have any cake, and when he was eating his pie, I had gained like 6 pounds.
Very good. We must talk about one more element of the film, because it's in the original and it's back with a vengeance, is the slime. Where there are ghosts, what is it supposed to be? Ectoplasm or something?
It's supposed to be.
Sorry, I said that like a doubter.
Allegedly.
It's ectoplasm. That's what that is. And Kristen, you get the bulk of it.
Yep.
When I read it in the script, I was like, oh, cool, I get slimed a lot. And after the first time when I found out what it was made of and how to get it off, because you can't put water on it, because
It gets worse.
like multiple
Doubles.
It's slime. It gets slimier.
It's a real phenomenon. I don't know.
disgusting.
Who came up with that?
I don't
A
know.
crazy.
There's always like 4 guys in masks going, "It's perfectly safe." It's perfectly safe. I'm like, well, why are you in it?
Why are y'all in
You couldn't
hazmat
walk
suits?
anywhere. It was so slippery. You had to dry it. You had to take like a dry washcloth, which just feels great anyway, and just like get as much as you can, and then you get in the shower and you're like, it just like it comes back.
It's a 2-day.
But it must have taken you forever to get out of it.
It did. It did.
It's like you're encased in
Yes. Yeah.
I used her a lot to block my. I
Yes.
never got slime. I used her.
There's a scene in the movie where
Leslie
he literally
Randall.
picks Kristen up and like blocks her body with it. I may also have
Yep.
close-ups of Kristen laying on the ground getting violently slimed, and I was like, I want to be supportive, but I'm just gonna. It's a lot of.
Yeah.
I like a close-up during torment.
Very good to see you all. Melissa, welcome back to you. Cheers.
I got caught right in the middle of it.
Woohoo! And now, Melissa McCarthy, you like a lot of people here, but you are a fan of Rick Astley, who's appearing
Oh
later.
my gosh, the trench coat? The trench coat, it was a real specific dance, the Canadian jumpsuit, the chambrays. I was a big fan.
Still a big fan.
Still a big fan.
Yes.
Yes.
He's here.
Currently. Was and
Yeah, right.
Currently.
He's watching this backstage.
Yes.
What's going on?
Still love. Still love.
And of course, Jude, you worked with Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
did.
worked together.
I keep getting caught drinking.
We worked together on Spy, yeah.
There's no shame here, Melissa. You don't get caught
I
drinking.
found my home.
Yeah, you get found.
Look, I asked for a gin and tonic, and I thought it would come in a glass like that so no one would know, and now that everyone's going to know.
Wow, there should be a goldfish in
It's
that.
like a cruise ship gin and tonic. It's in a very strange
I'll drink it with my little finger out.
Yeah, do that. And it's nice that the two of you are friends now, because was it awkward when you met on the set of Spy?
I didn't think it was. Have you got a story here?
Well,
No.
I don't think it was my. First, we met out at a restaurant,
Yes.
get to meet everyone. It was lovely. I was a little nervous to meet him. You've done 900 fantastic films. It was rather imposing. We were chatting. Jude comes in, very charming, so personable, very like when you talk to him, you do meet, and you're really attentive. And it took me a few minutes to just take it in. So I was weirdly sitting there, and someone was telling a story, and you were sitting across from me, and the waiters brought little baskets of bread to the table, and in my head I was like, shouldn't eat bread. Probably shouldn't be eating bread. I'm not going to eat the bread, although I wanted it. And you said, somebody said something, and you laughed, and I went, bread! Completely out of context. The whole table stopped. Paul Feig looked at me like I'd lost my mind. Everybody is like, what's the matter with you? And you went, oh, would you like some bread? And offered me bread, and then I was able to calm down. But there was just a couple minutes where I was like, bread! That's like the only thing I could think to say to you. I'm sorry. Not my finest moment.
Because you are a proper Potter fan.
Like, I really am, like, super, super
No,
weird.
she's not making it up. Here's another picture that
Oh,
we've got.
God, where are these pictures coming from?
And what I like is that you've got 2 kids, but they're not in this picture.
Yeah, and you're like, you guys are staying home. Yeah, we had wands, but, like, Fantastic Beasts for me is, like, I don't know why that, like, made my brain break a little. Like, I loved it. I really, really loved it. Like, I was so excited.
Because now, listen, your little girls, well, how little are they?
11 and 8 now.
Oh, so not so little, yeah.
Yeah.
But there has been the patter of some new small feet at your home.
Gigantic horses. I'm raising golden retriever horses.
Two new golden retrievers.
They're massive and they're super pretty.
They are really
super pretty and super dumb. it's like living with models. They'll never wait in a line. They'll never like have to take like a bad job. It's sometimes they go out into the backyard and they'll just literally somehow I see them. I'm like, what are they doing? And I swear to God, I've watched Homer like catch light and then a breeze, and it'll just like look back at you and you're like, you look gorgeous. Like in a weird, scary way. And other people have seen it and that thought I was like exaggerating, and then they see it, they're like, my God, that dog found his light. And that's like, it's weird.
But you're encouraging the model behavior because you've had proper beauty shots. Look at
I mean, they're pretty.
Proper shot.
Which one's that, Homer or?
That's Harper.
Harper. And
Oh, my
this
God.
one's Homer. Here we go.
They'll be impossible. Guys, look at the chest here, right?
Yeah.
But he looks wise, doesn't he?
He's just constant. He always is like, I'm so pretty. Like it's always just like this sad, like pretty, like I don't know.
But then I like what you've done. You've taken beautiful dogs and then you've humiliated them. You've dressed them here as lions.
That's how I spend my free time, guys. It's not weird. It's not weird at all.
And then this one, this is like hand dog's tail. What is this?
At one point, I was trying to get them to look like they were holding like loaves of bread and baskets, like they were like kind of like fishing village women. But they didn't. They were just eating the bread. They're my grandmas. No, clearly I'm like I need to do more with my life.
They're still finding the lens, though, aren't they?
Always. They're always like they'll be all over the place, and you get a camera out, and they're like. Creepy.
Oh, dear. Thank you so much for doing that. That is from the album Beautiful Life, which is still available.
Indeed.
And have you seen one of these I haven't seen one in about
I love
25
that it's in
years.
vinyl.
It's not just vinyl, it's a picture disc.
Oh, cool.
It's a picture disc. And look on the back as well.
Two-colour picture disc.
I know, that's the
magical.
expensive kind.
I mean, the sales are going up.
I know, it's crazy. It is.
Yeah, I think you're about the first to come back with the picture
Oh, I
disc.
don't know. I think people are doing it, but I think it's just a joy. I think it's just... I mean, I remember that as a kid and collecting records and really wanting the certain ones. Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Just watching that mysterious face twirling round.
It's got a big spot on that cheek, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, look at his eye. It's following me around the room.
He's watching me. He's still watching me.
You do have to be careful where they put the hole.
Yeah, well, it's the thing with the buses as well.
Yeah, no, it's terrific. And of course, Melissa, if you want to take that, you can.
I'm going to take that. I
Why
play
did
vinyl
she
so
get
lot.
it?
I'm older.
Because you joined the couch later. Earlier, Melissa was saying what a big fan she was of it. Are you
God,
also?
I'm sorry. Okay, never mind.
Are you also a big?
To match your dancing.
I would also like one if you have another.
We'll find it.
If not, Emma and I will fight for it later.
And we may fight to the death.
It's like, oh my God, what if I'm died?
Because Melissa was referring to the famous your
Yeah.
The coat.
the coat. We've got a still. We've got a still of you.
Yeah, I know. That dance.
Chambray outfit, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get a turtleneck. I remember thinking, like, I have to get a turtleneck and a trench coat.
Yeah.
Which is like a very short Midwestern woman shouldn't.
I'd like to see you rock that. I think that could be, yeah.
Is it the crack of dawn there?
It is. I put on a full kabuki face of makeup and then literally like slept like a corpse. I was like, pile it on, good night. And this is how I woke up. So I felt like I was back in my 20s, and like last night I was at the Palladium. I'm like, this is how I used to wake up.
Because Michelle Visage, you were just down in Australia. Not Australia, you were in New Zealand doing.
We were in New Zealand.
Drag Race Down
Yeah,
Under.
same hours though, same type of thing.
Oh, God.
And I
Yeah,
understand
same
the
hours.
sarcophagus sleep of just like. Yes, I love that.
And Octavia, you guys have been Zooming kind of throughout lockdown. Have you, the two of you together?
With the group, actually, watching the classic movies.
So how does it work? So you get an Oscar-winning movie and you all watch it at the same time?
Well, we originally started meeting for drinks on Friday night because we were like, we're all going crazy. And then Ben was like, we should probably do something of use and not just meet for drinks. And I was like, I'm fine with it. But so he's like, we're going to start at the top. And he's like, I'm going to watch all the best pictures that from the Oscars. And like one by one, everyone's like, oh, I'll do that. And then it just kind of kept escalating. By the time we got to Lawrence of Arabia, our friend Steve Mallory was the one hosting it, and he has a real affection for that movie. He showed up in full costume, and it's a bunch of like actors and directors and producers. And one by one, they were like, oh, is that what the game is now? I'll be right back. And like everybody kept running off. And it's just stuff you have around the house because of the crazy pandemic. So now it's like elaborate costumes, but they're made out of like, paper towels and like garbage bags. But it's gotten fully out of hand.
No, because Melissa said there's a picture of, this is you and Ben. Well, first of all, so you recreated the training scene from Rocky. So this is the scene they recreated. And here is Melissa and Ben recreating it.
It's not flattering, but it's almost like, how stupid can you be? Which, we're thriving in that area.
So talking of old friends, in your new film, Thunder Force, you play old friends. The movie is streaming on Netflix from the 9th of April. So who wants to tell us the story?
It's a world where supervillains are common, but superheroes are not. And these two friends find themselves back together when one of them finds a way to give them superpowers to help their city.
And Octavia, I hear you loved the costumes.
I actually loved it. I was terrified, though. I was worried because I run very hot, like 150 degrees hot. So the thought of being in a super suit had me thinking that they're going to be hot. Oh, how is it going to move with us? And I was amazed because the first time that Melissa and I were on set in ours, we kind of naturally started talking to each other and did this.
We did this. I was like, oh my God, we're really superheroes because we keep taking this stand. Yeah. I was like, this is amazing.
Superhero movie, obviously, stunts a go-go. So did you do many of the stunts yourselves?
She does. Quite a lot. She likes being in a harness. I mean, it's wonderful to watch her. Me, not so much. I love the stunt woman. I love her.
I thought maybe you were going to like it more because I was like, oh, she hasn't done this before. And, I want to be 20 feet up and like spun around like a propeller. And then Octavia, literally, we had her in her harness the first day. Her toes were not off the ground yet. Like, she's literally still touching the ground, and she was like, oh. And we're like, Octavia, you're still on the ground. She's like, not for me.
Because in terms of stunts, like Nick Mohammed in Intelligence, your sitcom, like, you're a computer geek, so presumably any stunt work you can do.
Oh, you'd think so. I had to fall off a chair and they got a stunt person in to do it, and it was so lame. It was so lame, and I was desperate to do it, but they just were like, no, we've got to get someone in to do it. And there was a bit where I had to look as if I'd been tasered, and I think I did it for some of the close-up, but for most of it, they were like, no, we'll get a stunt person to do it. And I think it's probably because my acting was so bad.
No, it's work. It's work for people. Because Frank, what's the story with you and David Baddiel? You did a fight scene.
Well, David Baddiel and I had to do a scene where he hit me on the head with a big monkey wrench. And I arrived expecting this rubber monkey wrench, but they just had a normal, heavy piece of iron. And they said, it's fine, Dave's going to swing it and he'll stop about 4 inches from your head. I love David. We were in, we've been in a double act. We live in the same road still. He's like a brother to me, but I know he's incapable of those kind of motor skills. And I said, if we do this, he's going to hit me on the head. And they all went, and he got quite upset and said, you're making me sound, stupid. And I felt bad, and I said, OK, we'll do it. And we did it. Take one, he smacked me across the head. And the pain of that knock on the head was, I must say, helped by the joy of having been so correct.
Edison, it's been lovely to talk to you. Melissa, you got up early, but now you're going to look fabulous all day. You must leave the house. Leave the house immediately.
I'm going to go to coffee like this, and people will be so weirded out because people don't even wear shoes here, and I'll be like, hello!
Yes, it is I, Melissa McCarthy.